College bring history and pride to these West Coast institutions that, while allied at times, want nothing more than to ring that victory bell right in the other guy's face. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Bruins will kick it away to start us off. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Trojans offense takes the field to start this game off. Historically, the Trojans have been the powerhouse in this rivalry, but last season it was UCLA in a blowout.
And that is not something USC is accustomed to. They want to own this rivalry. They think they own UCLA. They will have some extra fire behind them today.
Yeah, and that UCLA blowout last year really helped the Bruins in recruiting, too. Remember, these two schools, they recruit the same kids here in Los Angeles, in the state of California, and nationally as well. It would be massive if UCLA could beat USC again and make it back-to-back.
All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. Four-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Through the air, it's Hoover. Good timing on the quick out. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
From the gun, running back gets the give. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now, it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Trojans want to move quickly. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The give to the back. There he goes. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted in the first drive. Ends with a pick.
Wrong butt. Triangle's wide open.
Defense comes out on top with a pick.
I don't know why I pressed out. Probably because he's normally square.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's complete to the right. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on first down from the 30. Wants to go up top on first down. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Really nice looking throw there. And traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game. And if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his
Give me that fucking ball, bro.
Week in and week out.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Woods.
So many fucking mistakes. That was the worst fucking shit. That's the wrong button on the touch.
So good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Running back searching for a hole. Turning it gone. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some room.
They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. Got a little space. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. He's now up to 58 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. On the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The Trojans come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense, just got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different and give this offense something to think about.
Looking down the middle. Got his man. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the one.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. They finally get him down at 8. Return, not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. That's caught. It's Flores. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And an empty backfield here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You don't see a lot of batted balls on hitch routes because most of the time you give a little bit of a cushion. That's a nice job by the defender, giving some cushion, but understanding the receiver is sitting down and going and getting a hand on the football.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that one down a little bit. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half.
Fucking giving this goddamn game away.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Rifles it down the middle.
That's the fucking ball. God damn it.
A big hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Going for the big play. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Off the play fake on first down. Got his man downfield. He's running free down the middle. And he got away from
I don't even know what the fuck's that.
Touchdown, Bruin. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way home.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Back to pass, it's Hoover. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lane. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the tight end. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool. And the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about. And these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, the victory bell. Not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. This is one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but keyword being after the catch.
Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, still going. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Makes the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in crease now. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to get back in this ball game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They go to the ground. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Bruins send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He gets a block. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. That was a big stop by the defense now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. This time they'll go to the running game.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So we open the final period with a third down play. To throw, it's Hoover. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
He's in a open space downfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last
Everybody's
play.
fucking
We'll
hurt.
take a break to check him out. The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Jordan. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
And the Trojans are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Stragan.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Sends it back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Throws for the tight end. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Defense comes up with a play. They get the pick and take it back to the 20.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
I'm sorry, boys. I was sucking.
How about the defense?
Y'all could have won this. Y'all had a better coach.
Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Pass the 50. The 30. Pass the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UCLA. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. The Bruins stretch out that lead, and they look like a team ready to ring the victory bell.
I think momentum's a real thing when UCLA and USC play each other, but that Bruins touchdown here in the 2nd half is giving them a lot of life, David.
Yeah, and it's getting them excited, the fans excited. They know what this rivalry means. They know what a win will mean, and they know they can ring that victory bell.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the right. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Off play action. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Bruins! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as... the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. And he's thrown another interception. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Give him another. This isn't the only victory bell in college football, but it is the one that weighs nearly 300 pounds. And this season,